When we went to China to visit our good friend Christy a couple of years ago, we ate lots. One of our favourite dishes while we were there was gong bao jiding, which is kung pao chicken, stir-fried chicken with peanuts. As with many Chinese dishes, it's pretty easy to stuff it up, basically. So I'm going to try and do this in the traditional way. 4 diced chicken breasts, and this should serve about 4 people. Shaoxing wine. If you don't have this, you can use something like dry sherry, or sometimes that green ginger wine is an okay substitute. And the black rice vinegar, which has just a gorgeous mellow brewed kind of a flavour. So for the marinade, 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine, 4 teaspoons of soy, 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil.
What are you looking for?
The other tablespoon.
That's it, is that right? There it is, there it is. Corn flour.
2 tablespoons of corn flour. So I'm marinating my 4 diced chicken breasts for at least half an hour. So for the sauce, which goes in later, 3 tablespoons of light soy, 2 teaspoons of dark soy, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Here comes this beautiful black vinegar, half a teaspoon. It's not much, but it's supposed to make a really nice...
Just whiff of it.
It's gorgeous. It smells almost star anise,
it is very
kind
nice.
of 5-spice.
It's really different. It's
flavour
got
to it.
It doesn't have that sharp edge to it vinegar normally has.
4 tablespoons of water.
Glass of wine for the cameraman.
2 teaspoons of corn flour for the sauce.
1 quantity of rice, 1.5 quantities of boiling water. Put it on the smallest burner you've got at the lowest heat, lid on for 20 minutes, don't take the lid off. We've talked about this before.
You have to actually get the water boiling in the pan though, before you put it on the lowest point.
How much ginger?
About 10 slices, 1 or 2 millimetres thick.
10, 11, 12. What are you going to do with the garlic?
Just going to slice it thinly, bashing it enough to get the skin off. The recipe calls for 2 spring onions, but...
No, they're not spring onions. Spring onions, they are.
Scallions.
Spring onions.
Shallots in Australian, but scallions, green onions, spring onions, shallots. You don't want to cut the white ends too small. You want to give a nice chunky part. And then the green bit, which is your garnish, you can cut nice and small. Just make sure to keep those tops and the bottom separate.
Unsalted, blanched peanuts, yeah?
Peanuts, yeah, and I'm going to roast them 6 tablespoons, which I think is about 3 handfuls really. And just roast those.
Don't let them burn.
No, you've got to watch them.
The rice is ready.
Yeah, that's 20 minutes.
Don't take the lid off until you're ready to eat it.
I'm just going to let it sit now.
Then you just bugger off to do something else for a minute, so I'm just giving these a bit of a agitate. Not burning or anything though, they're fine for now.
Yeah, these are definitely done. Look at that, beautiful and brown, and I can smell them.
Wok time, exhaust fan on.
What did that guy comment? A hot wok cold oil. So let's let that heat up.
Hot wok, cold oil, food won't stick, someone reckons.
Yeah, one of our commenters.
Well, wok is smoking.
Hot wok cold oil. Going to put about 3 tablespoons of oil in. It's a good idea to cook the chicken in a couple of batches because otherwise it can sort of stew in its juice.
Have you got that up full? Because
yep. That's lost its raw exterior colour now. It's about, let's say, half to 3/4 cooked. I'm just going to take it out and do another batch.
what's going on there? You got some kind of tar balls forming in there.
Yeah, that's the sauce. Is that all right? I'm also going to clean the wok because I don't want any of that burning on there while I'm cooking the aromatics. 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil. A good handful of these dried chilies, about 10.
Blimey.
And about 2 tablespoons of Szechuan peppercorns. Sorry, 2 teaspoons of Szechuan peppercorns, not tablespoons. You want the chilies to go black. Add the ginger and garlic. Gorgeous ginger and garlic smell, but before the garlic starts to burn, add the chicken back in. And the peanuts. Then you add the sauce and just stir it till everything's nicely coated. Add the base of the spring onions, the white part, the whitish part.
That is looking bloody brilliant. Just like the sort of thing we had in Beijing.
And that's it. Let's serve it up.
That's it, eh?
Holy moly, look at the smoke in here. It's a bit dark.
No, I think it's great.
Am I tasting first, am I?
Yeah.
I'm nervous about how hot it's going to be.
Oh, blimey, you eating one of the chilies?
Yeah, they're meant to be eaten.
Well, you haven't offered an opinion, really. You've
Oh,
eaten
sorry.
half the thing without any
hungry.
assessment.
Yeah, it's got to be eaten with that chilli to get that spiciness through.
I'm nervous now.
It's excellent. I would probably cut back on the dark soy a little bit. It's a little bit overpowering, and just replace that with the light soy. Gorgeous. Chicken and peanuts. What a combination.
Brilliant. I mean, it's not the kind of, like when you go to a Chinese restaurant, certainly in this Anglo-Australian world, you mostly get Cantonese kind of food, don't you? This is something different. This is Szechuan food, and I love the look of it.
It's not that hot, actually.
Not that hot. The chili's alright. It's a bit hot. A little bit hot. It's getting hotter. Yeah.
It's meant to be like that. It's Szechuanese.
But not unbearably hot. It's a smoky flavour, but it's apart from that normal smoky flavour of stir fry. That Shaoxing wine and
the vinegar.
weird black vinegar. There's a meatiness to it.
A depth.
There's a depth.
Yeah.
That was worth the palaver, which really wasn't that much of a palaver.
Not at all. The palaver was just going to the Chinese shop to get the Shaoxing wine and the rice vinegar.
It's not just another stir fry.